Morning by Edvard Grieg. Hand positions are, for the right hand, it's a C note, but then it's going to be moving to different positions, like E. It's going to be on the E note, so be careful and just read the notes. Left hand starts actually with an F position here. It starts with an F chord. So maybe you can practice your left hand first. 1, 2, 3, and then it's going to be the same chord for next 5 measures right here. So it's the same thing. You're holding it as a tie for the first 2, and the next 3 and 4, it's a tied note. Then measure 5 is the same one, but measure 6, it's changing into you have F, A, and D chord, and then you go back to the F chord, the normal F, A, and C. So in measure 6, that's what you had in the beginning. You'll just need to use a D note here. See? Beautiful color. So just watch for the combination of these 2 chords in the beginning. Okay? Then in the middle of the song, we'll measure 9. It changes. Your left hand is getting the melody to play, and your right hand is holding on to the F chord. So then your right hand is going to play this chord. Measure 14, it's going to be like that. So notice the change with your fingers. So this is your F chord. You're using 1, 3, and 5. Fingers 1, 3, and 5. Measure 14, you're going to use F, A, D. So the best fingers for this chord is actually 1, 2, and 5. Because in this case, you have a little bit wider interval between A and D note. It's easier to play it with the second finger rather than third finger. Okay, so that's your measure 14. Measure 15 and 16, it will be A major chord. Okay, and then your hands switch again. Measure 17, the chord's getting into the left hand. Okay, and there's that extra chord, measure 22. It's actually F natural, going to be in measure 22. So it changes from E to the F and back to the E. In measure 25, again, the chord gets into your right hand. Starts with an A chord. Measure 30, it's a little different chord. It's a D minor chord, second inversion. And then we have the C chord in measure 31. And after that, the chord goes into the left hand again. Measure 33, 34, 35, 36. So it changes between these 2 chords and ends on the F and C and goes down on the F. Okay? Now let's talk about your melody for this song. Well, this is how it goes. Let me play just the right hand so you can play it along with me. So 1, 2, 3. Then you have to switch your hands because remember, in this moment, your right hand gets the chords to play. So measure 9. It's the same melody as the right hand just played. Now be careful. Here we're using second finger. Tricky in the beginning to do that transition in measure 14. So let me tell you why it's happening. Well, in the beginning you were in the F position. So if you start going back to maybe measure 13, here we are actually moving by putting our second finger on D. We're moving to the A position, which we need for the next section. So measure 14, your hand will be in A position. So I'll start from measure 14. A position requires the C sharp, and then you're set for the A chord here. But in measure 17, it's the right hand turn to play the melody. position requires C sharp. Watch out here. Second, fourth. Okay, so in this moment we have this beautiful measure 21, and 22. We have a beautiful transition to a new harmony. So I'm going to play two hands here, measure 21. Okay, so that's going to be sound like that. Measure 25, your right hand is in A, left hand in the A position. Watch out, F. Let's do the section again. Measure 25, I'll play both hands so you can hear how the harmony lines up beautifully. So 25, 1, 2, 3. And then your right hand again, measure 33. One, two, three. Move your hand, D note, 2, 3, and hands on A and F. Okay. So this is the beginning tutorial for this song. Watch for the second half of it.